Hello, everyone. This is Ross from Retro Dream Beam. I'm an eBay seller full time. I've been doing this with my fiance Netta for more than 3 years now. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm about to go into what we're shipping out today on Friday. So had like a pretty good day. So we had a couple of like mad days, and now this one's super good. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. Sorry, my like setup is just super messy right now. I have my like listing box here, and then I have to use the laptop for prices. Couldn't find Anetta's phone. And then before I get into stuff, we ran out of wet cat food. We have dry cat food, but my cats like to, like, when I get up in the morning, they get excited because they know it's time to eat. And my one cat, I swear, she knows English, and she knows anytime I say I like talk directly to her, because she was like meowing, and I'm like, I have to go get you food. I don't have any food right now. And then her ears went from like up to like down, like actually down. And then I'm like, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to wait like a couple hours. It's my bed. And then her face, like, she got like a little sad face. I swear that's actually what happened. So they're super happy right now because I got to pick up some emergency cat food at a local place. Our delivery of our like big box of stuff was delayed, so shipping delays happen to everyone in every company. So it happened to us too. So I had to like grab some stuff. I did warn the cats yesterday. We had like one more wet food can, and I was like, "You guys can have it tonight or tomorrow morning." And they were begging for it for last night for like their super late dinner snack. All right, first up is going to be this Munchkin promo card right here, Candy Hearts promo. This is kind of a cool, interesting one because you're supposed to use like a special, I think, D6 dice that you can get like a Munchkin one. I don't have the dice that go along with this Valentine's Day promo. This is going to the person that bought all the other Munchkin promos. So I guess they don't get combined shipping because we already shipped all the other stuff a couple days ago at this point. I lost track of days. The days have been going pretty fast. So $2.50, that plus shipping. That's nothing too fancy. All right, moving along, we have this, which was new to me, Warhammer 30K. These are Space Marine like chainsaws, their swords, their jetpacks, there's some arm bits here. So not like the actual full figures. I literally did not know 30K existed until I bought a big auction of what I thought was Warhammer 40K sprues. And within that, the person who auctioned it had a bunch of labels on the stuff, which was super helpful. And one of the labels for the bags was like 30K. And I thought it was like a mistake, when you're like writing quickly, you're thinking about the number 3 and you put in 3. Nope, it was definitely a thing. So then I actually reached out to one of my Warhammer friends, and they're like, oh, yeah, it's definitely like a more popular one. I think it's like you use less figures or slightly cheaper, something like that. I forget like the exact details at this point because I listened to this like about 6 months ago, maybe 8 months. It's been like a while. This ended up going for $14. I took a lower offer on that one. I have a bunch of them. Excuse me. Next up, I'm a little sleepy. We have this C3I insert right here for a game called Ben Hur. So C3I, computer's falling asleep. C3I is this like magazine that would come with like war games and then like maps and inserts and stuff. So these are the tokens. The tokens, usually when I get them, I'm excited because they sell for usually more than the map. The tokens are the hardest thing to get because once you pop these out, they're easy to lose. Then there's the map where you play your actual like game on, and then the magazines are the easiest thing to find and sell for the least. This little token sheet sold for $20. So yeah, I just like that as a concept that these magazines would come with games. It kind of reminds me of back in the day when the video game magazines would come with demo discs for like PC and Xbox and PlayStation. It was just like a cool concept. All right, moving along, we have this Warhammer 40K data cards. Raven Guard right over here. Got a bunch of these within the sprue auction I got, so they just happened to throw these in. Some people think that these aren't like worth it, like my Warhammer buddy. He has no idea why people buy them, but I'm like, oh, maybe someone wants to play the old edition. This is 7th edition. I think they're in 10th. Maybe they just like the arts. Maybe they're just playing the 7th edition because that's what they already spent all their money on that. And then their friends are playing 7th edition, so they don't really need to upgrade every time that the game sends out like new editions and updates. People like to play different patches for video games and different mods for video games. So it makes sense that people would do that for a tabletop game. That ended up going for $8.10. Uh-oh. All right, we're good. We're good. Like I said, unorganized. Next up is going to be the CD Green Space Rainbow Warriors. Don't know anything about like music and stuff like that, just out of my wheelhouse, but got a bunch of these really cheap a bit ago. So yeah, these keep selling like one at a time. $7.99. Like I said, I'm always excited that someone's going to appreciate it. And we do believe, Annette and I, that physical media is going to be getting more and more popular. Moving along, we have this right here. Oops, I dropped it, but barely. It's going to be like a MASH helicopter toy. This is missing like the sticker, but it was still relatively good shape compared to other people's MASH helicopter toy. I got this with a bunch of like wargaming miniatures and stuff. So like this was thrown in there. So that I looked it up. It's by, let me see, it's by Z Toys. This ended up going for $13. So that was a nice little like extra throw in. Next up is going to be, this sale excites me. And I was talking to Netta yesterday because she was confused at why like certain sales excite me. So this is a Dark Horse Comics little like big magazine issue, July 21st, issue 37. We got a bunch of these. They were sitting like kind of next to me when I've been listing for the past year or so. I got a bunch of these for like 20 bucks. I got a bunch of issues and I got like 50 or 100 of each individual issue. So I'm excited about this sale because this one sold for $30. We keep selling these. I listed them a couple weeks ago or like a month ago, and it's just really nice to have like a replenishable and then that keeps selling. So that's why this particular sale excites me. So yeah, that went for $29.99. That's really good. I already relisted the next one. They're all in like good shape, and someone's going to appreciate the Dark Horse comic stuff. There is like a full-fledged comic in here. On the back there's like advertisements. I don't want to like unfold it too much because it's basically in like almost an unfolded condition, and someone's gonna be really excited when they like get this, and they'll be like, oh wow, it's like basically pristine. Moving along, we have this empty box. I don't even remember listing this one. Munchkin Holidays right here, but like there's no cards in this one. But Munchkin, I guess I must have listed it. This, I think this actual set is super rare, I believe, when I like looked it up a bit ago. So I thought maybe someone would want to complete their sets. Like the packaging's still pretty good material. Someone like was careful with opening it. But yeah, it's just like an empty box, maybe some kind of collectible. Maybe they're using this as a like Christmas gift, like kind of like box or wrapper for someone coming up. I know people are thinking about Christmas, Halloween's coming soon, but some people halfway through the year, they're already like, it's Christmas, Christmas is here, if you know what I mean. All right, moving along, we have this. This is going to be the Costco 2021 treasure chest, and then 2 Pokeball 3-pack. I think it's going to have some Evolving Skies packs and other Swords and Shield genre packs. So these 2 Pokeball tins will have, I think, 3 packs in the coin, and you can also use them for storage for cards, which is really cool. Kids also like having different Pokeballs. When I was a kid collecting Pokemon, if there was stuff like this would have been amazing. We would have had like 100 of these as a kid, honestly. They did not have these when the game first came out. They had the little Pokedex, which was also awesome. And Ed and I still have our personal little Pokedex where you put the battery in, and then it's like the little pixels, and you can look up Pokemon. Some people might remember that. And then this treasure chest right here comes with like a bunch of stuff. It's gonna have like packs, pencils. It's a storage container. There's stickers. There's sleeves. I believe these are promo cards. So yeah, I got a bunch of these from Costco. This is from a Costco. Like I said, it was in 2021. People weren't like fighting each other for Pokemon. Pokemon's always been like a hot product for a long time, especially since 2020. It like got an extra huge boom. This ended up going for $92.55. I have only 3 left of these. I think we bought like, I don't remember the exact number, 10 or 20, and I just left them one listed at a time, left them in the storage units, and I finally almost have, once the last 3 sell, I have another space for another box. That's what I'm just thinking about. Ooh, we'll get more space to list something else. And the sale was really good. All right, moving along. Speaking of those maps, I don't know where I put it, but it's going to be the, I thought I just had it. Oh, it's under here. I like covered it. How I was talking about, there was those C3I magazine tokens for like the games. This is going to be, no, this is not from a magazine. My bad. I almost misspoke. This is Napoleon at Waterloo. It's just the rule book, the rules of play, and then it's just like the map for one of these war game boxes. It's like the more rectangular one. There's a bunch of them. I've never played any of them. They definitely look intriguing. It'll be one of those games where like the rules are going to be a little bit more complicated. That doesn't bother me. I would just have to have someone teach me, but yeah, I mostly just play war games by myself or with Annette at this point, and I don't think she wants to play a war game. She doesn't like tactics as much as me. The rest, her ultimate thing is like story, aesthetics, art, theme. She's okay with like crunchy mechanics as long as it like ties well with other stuff. So she's like played all of Gloomhaven with me, if you guys know what that game is. But yeah, this ended up going for $9.75. All right, next up is going to be Rage cards. So this is going to be, I think it's by like White Wolf Productions. I think that's their name. They also have like RPG. This might be related to Werewolf, not Werewolf. Is it Werewolf? It might be. I'm thinking of Vampire the Masquerade. It's going to be within that realm of those companies from the 90s. These are 2 starter decks. This is going to be, I think it says Shadow Lords and Black Furries right here. So these do really well. People really like the arts of these. These are like, people collect them. Magic the Gathering people end up like, when they buy a bunch of Magic stuff and they like invest in it, or they just like the art and the cards, and they've been playing Magic since the 90s, they'll remember that the Rage decks and cards were around. These 2 end up going for $95.98. I got lucky to get these at auction because there was an auction I went to where there's usually someone that bids up the Rage stuff and they happen to not be there that day. So, you know, right time, right place. I'm like, ooh, now I can finally get some. So I got those right there. I still have more Rage decks listed. I only have a couple left, like 3 or 4. And then I did bulk lots of commons, uncommons, and some individual rares. But I noticed like the decks happen to sell faster. All right. Is this the last thing? I think, yeah, this is the last thing right here. This is a lot of 4 cow ceramic napkin ring holders. This is something like Annetta taught me. A lot of people like different unique napkin holders for dinners, for brunches, for lunches, breakfast, and stuff. There's a lot of families that like to decorate their tables with stuff. So getting aesthetic ones is pretty good. But yeah, right here, these end up going for $13. That's nothing too crazy, but these are like things that, like I said, Annetta will just like casually get them at estate sales. As long as she gets them for like $1 or less, she'll get a set of 4 or 6. And we've sold them up for like 20, 30, $40 for like super fancy ones. So just keep an eye out for like different themed ones, good quality ones. She has a better eye for it, so I can't necessarily say what people are looking for, but yeah, just theme stuff, right? Like these are adorable. Like these are good looking ceramic cows. You know, like the paint or whatever on them is well done. So someone's gonna use them, appreciate them. All right, that's everything. But tomorrow I do have another video, but it's for the people that want like new stuff. Unfortunately, it's gonna be old stuff. I'm taking all of the stuff I sold this week since the weekend video I did all the way up till today. And I'm kind of condensing it with some more graphics of all the stuff I sold. I'm still talking and saying the same things. I just want to try like a different type of video, see if other people would come in and like that, or see if you guys like that format better than like the individual dailies. I'm not going to change the dailies. I just wanted to try something different. But yeah, like I said, technically it's not full new content, but we'll see how it does. But yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, do something fun on the weekend. Have a good one.